In 1965, a group of University of Sydney students embarked on a bus trip around country New South Wales. Known as the Freedom Ride, it aimed to challenge discrimination against Aboriginal people. The 2-week trip took students west through Wellington, north through Walgett, east through Moree, Grafton and Lismore, before travelling south back to Sydney. It was a time when First Nations people were excluded from public pools, cinemas, hotels and RSL clubs.
Its purpose was not to change things, but to draw attention to things so that they could be changed. I think that's probably the way to put it. And it certainly stepped up the level of debate and discussion about the situation of Aboriginal people in Australia generally, but particularly in country towns.
The Freedom Rides drew a lot of media attention. The students were run off a road by a truck-driving farmer in Walgett, and Gary Williams defied segregation by drinking a beer in the Barraville Hotel.
In Barraville, I'm sure you all saw the photo in the pub, and I was the first person being served in the front bar.
We were travelling out of town on the bus and we were driven off by a truck, driven by a farmer who was angry that we were there at all. Everyone remembers that because it was a dangerous moment. But there are a lot of other really positive moments. I mean, the Moree swimming pool, which we went to twice. The first time, they let the children in, the Aboriginal children in, and it was great. You know, we had desegregated the pool. Well, in fact, we hadn't. And it was re-segregated the minute we left. So we came back and had a second demonstration.
2025 marked the 60th anniversary of the Freedom Rides. At a University of Sydney event to commemorate the anniversary, a new scholarship was announced to support New South Wales Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students experiencing financial hardship. At the event, we asked Gary and Anne if they had any idea of the lasting impacts the Freedom Rides would have.
Not at all. Not at all.
No, not at all.
I suppose afterwards, I did see some of the younger generation come down to Sydney, and Charlie Perkins was running the Foundation for Aboriginal Affairs. I think they were just inspired. So I've seen the generational resolving down through.
Actually, in the 2 decades after, it wasn't talked about a great deal. It was a bit. That's why the 60th is really interesting. There's more interest this time than any other time. Now that's incredible. You'd expect it to decline, but it's actually increasing.
Good to see these people here who are still got the fire in the belly by the looks of it.
There's still a long way to go. There's still a lot of problems. There's still a lot of inequality. Realising there's still something to do, it makes people think, well, what has been done in the past? What action can we take? And so in that kind of context, I think people think the Freedom Ride's important because it did make a difference.